Hi everyone, and welcome to Hooray, it's Thursday. I thought I'd do something a little different today, and I'm going to share a little bit about me. I'm Courtney, I'm an independent Stampin Up demonstrator in Australia, and I joined probably about 8 years ago. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because I don't think a lot of you know, I joined because my upline wouldn't take my order. I'd been using up Stampin' Up products possibly almost the whole time that they'd been in Australia. I met my upline Linda when she'd been a demonstrator for less than 6 months, and she was one of the early ones to get in on this this great business opportunity. But I was putting in large orders, and I was shopping for myself. I was having a party probably once every 6 to 8 months. And I had a massive order I wanted to put in because I was going away scrapbooking and I wanted some goodies. And she said, no, they've got a really good joining special. You need to join. And you'll get a lot of that for part of your joining kit, and then you'll get the rest 20% off. So I had a bit of a look and a toot and fro, and I jumped in. And here we are today. All these years down the track, I've got a beautiful little team around me. I've got a community of like-minded ladies that I get together and craft with on a regular basis. I have friends come to classes. I am able to give handmade cards to friends as gifts. I'm able to, I'm able to do lots of things with my little business, and it's just that it's a little business. It keeps me in supplies of craft stuff, and it's good quality craft stuff. And I don't know about you guys, like there's something special about crafting with things that all match. They all go together. If you buy a Stampin' Up ink pad and the designer series paper, a block of paper, you're going to get all the colors are going to be exactly the same. And the quality is good. So they're nice to stamp on. Our stamps are really high quality. They're nice the punches are nice to punch with. Our blades are sharp on our trimmer. And at the moment, we've got a promotion. Sorry, I'm holding on to my phone today, and I'm getting a bit excited because I like to talk with my hands. Hi, Cheryl. How are you going? I see that you're hanging around there. There's a really great promotion on at the moment, and anybody can join. It's $169. You normally get, that's what it normally is, and you get up $235 worth of product, and that product is of your choice. Way back when I joined, it used to be that they told you what you got. So it's great now. You get to get what you want, and I like that. So, you know, if you've already got a trimmer, you don't need a trimmer, you can get something else and that sort of stuff. So you can just make up your kit to anything that you need. The kit comes with business supplies. A lot of people don't use them. They decide to do this as a hobby and use it so that they can get a continuing discount of at least 20%. And that's essentially why most of my team craft is so that, and have joined, is so that they can get just checking off your wish list. Yeah, they've joined so that they can get a discount on their wish list. Then there's a new catalogue out, so many wonderful things, and you can essentially get 20% off them all. And there are higher discounts that can be earned, but they take time, and that's just the way it goes. So, but 20% is a big deal. Now, the other great thing at the moment with this promotion, you're getting around $116 extra good stuff. They're all new ink colours, so they're colours that you won't have in your stock, and they're just going to land straight in that cart when you click on Join Now. You put your $235 worth of stuff in, and they'll add the rest. You'll also get catalogues, you'll get business information, and hey, if you join with me, you get to join my wonderful team of Unicue crafters. Now, what I thought I'd do today is I'd show you a bit of an idea of what you can get for your money. So for $169, I thought I'll show you a card, I'll make a card with you, but I'll also show you what sort of goodies will total up to that. I'll also show you what you get in the promotion at the minute. It's an in-colour promotion. We have new in-colours that come out every year. They hang around for 2 years and then they're gone. Okay, so it's with the new in colours, and I am loving them. They're right up my alley. They're nice and bright. So, sorry, put my finger on the camera. I'm going to turn the phone. I'm going to turn my phone around. So if you're one of those people that get seasick, close your eyes. And about now, okay. Oh, I also have to stop showing you my ceiling and turn the camera around. And what you can see on my table, which is taking up quite a bit of space, is a whole heap of stuff. So what you would normally get when you get your kit, you get like your box of catalogues, you get 8 catalogues. I tell everybody to share them around, pop your name and your details on them and share them around, because that's always fun. And, you know, there's a reason why you love the products, and other people will too, and you never know who they're going to be. Share on your Facebook page that you've just joined and you're really excited. So in the promotion, I put together a little kit of what constitutes as for the $235 worth of product. Oh, just talking too much and a bit of dribble on there. Okay, so I'm going to focus on this bottled happiness stamp set. It comes with a punch. All right. So if you were to add that to your kit, okay, then it recommends block B and block C. Now I like block A with it as well, but recommends block B and block C. So I'll put them to the side here too. I've added a pair of snips because we're going to fussy cut. I've added some glue. My favourite of all time, the multi-purpose liquid glue. I like to hang it upside down so that I can use it. This end's got a small tip on it. This one's a new one, so I won't open that one yet because I've still got one here. I always use that end. However, I don't know if everyone knows, there's actually another end. It does come out there and it's got like a squeegee on it, so you can get it nice and smooth. Okay, when they get really low and I can't get anything else out of them, I store them up that way. I can't get anything else out of them. I'll cut around here and I scrape it out with a bit of paper. It's really good when I'm doing scrapbooking pages. So I'll just put that one in its stand ready. So some adhesive, some glue dots, the baker's twine. It's all the in colour baker's twine. Okay. A packet of envelopes. Our basic white C6 envelopes are beautiful and they come in a packet of 40. Okay. Let's put these all together. A trimmer. Right, so we're getting started here. So this would be great for someone that hasn't made cards before or just comes to class and maybe wants to get their own kit started. I will add, after I finish the video, I will add a link so that you can just click on it and see all the codes and everything, because when you shop in the online store, if you know the codes for everything, it's easier. I'm just going to put that to the side. Okay. And a packet of basic white. Now, that would make up to, it's approximately $232.50. So you've got $2.50 left sitting on the table. I always tell people to have a look in the clearance rack because you never know what's going to be in there. And there might be some cheap embellishments or something like that. Who knows? Then what you get added this month until the end of the month, you get the 5 in-colour stamp pads added, a packet of the in colour coordinating designer series paper. There's 4 patterns, so you've got those 2 on that side and those 2 on the other side, and there's 4 of each, so it's a nice bundle of paper. You will also get a packet of cardstock that has 4 of each of these pieces of card in it. So essentially you can make more than 40 cards with all of this, because you're going to end up with at least 40 card bases, but you've got enough white and you've got enough envelopes for your 40 cards. Plus, now I don't have it, so you get to see my nice grotty old normal grid paper. Plus there's a pad of our in-colour grid paper in that, added to that bundle as well. So that's a lot of goodies that you're going to get for $169. Plus then you get, until all the while that you stay qualifying, you're also going to get your 20% discount. Now, what's there not to love? I always say the catalogue has, the joining kit's the best deal in the catalogue. And you know what? It is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a card that you can make with your kit. And you could make, if you wanted to, 40 of them. Okay. But I like to make variety. So I'm going to presume that everyone else would like to make variety. And they're not going to make 40. So, oh, sorry, I just didn't mean to turn that light on. Okay. What I didn't bring over was some envelopes, so I will open up these envelopes. There is a reason why I said that we want our snips over here. So I'm only going to use what I just showed you. Do you know what? I'm going to fib. I'm going to add some dimensionals. And anybody that joins with me this month, do you know what? Just so that you can make this card and these types of cards, I'll send you a packet of dimensionals with my welcome to the team pack. Okay? Now, you normally need... I keep raving on about photopolymer stamp sets, which this is one of. You would need a, what's that called? A mat and a chamois. So you're going to need something to lean on and clean. If you haven't got a mat, no big deal. You can get that extra 20% discount in your next order. But you haven't got one, do you know what's really good and makes a really good padded mat? Is your catalogue. Okay? So you can stick your catalogue under your piece of grid paper and stamp to your heart's content, and it will do a similar sort of job. Not as good, but close enough, especially for those getting started. I was running late, so and it's freezing here. I don't know what it's like at your place, but I brought my cup of tea with me. So I still find that I get a bit short of breath and a bit out of sorts. Okay, so it says that we can get away with block C. It'd be interesting to see me fit this one on block C. But anyway, we'll see. That's my bottle. Oh yeah, okay, we're going to fit it on block C. Just. Alright. It must be block... It's got to be block D. I must have read it wrong, because that one's too big for that. I'm going to grab block D. You know what? It is block D. I had them as a pile over there. It's block D and block B, not C. Let's move C to the side. Oh yes, Cheryl loves dimensionals. All right, and I know that Cheryl's sitting with me and she's going to join. Okay, so just about everything will fit on this, but personally I like for the small stamps, I like the small block. The less room you have around the stamp, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Okie dokie. So, what I've got here is I've got a piece of cardstock. Now, I was a bit prepared, and I have prepared some of this before. Okay. These are just my regular, it's a bit crinkly, we're not going to use that one. I cut all my basic white into panels. These are 14-ish, just shy of 14 centimetres and by 9.3. Okay, so I'm going to cut that at approximately 7 or 6.9-ish. So essentially I've cut it almost in half. Okay, so got a panel to make the inside of the card and the one for the outside. Okay. Alright. Did I bring over a card that I had already made? No, because I've made this in a variety of colours already. So I'm doing this one in the brand new, what's it called? I'm still learning my names. Parakeet Party, because I love it. I thought I had bought the one though. I'm just going to grab something else. I think we'll go that way. Okay. Yeah, grab something else. Got this. I need those. I'm going to make this. What do you reckon? Okay. I haven't put an inside on this one yet, but I will. The other thing I might add is I'll show you, there's actually you can put the liquid in there for your flowers so they don't look like they're just floating in thin air. Okay, so I need my normal card base, which is half a piece of A4. I need a strip of designer series paper, which I've cut on trimmer. It's 2 inches by 14.5 centimeters. So I know that I use both dimensions. It's because 2 inches is easy to cut. Our trimmers have both metric and imperial on them, so you can't go wrong. I think I might use this dot. Oh, I do like the dots. Okay, let's see. What are we going to use? All right, Cheryl's watching. What do you think, Cheryl? I think I might go with the dots, to tell you the honest truth. I have the dots facing up, so I like spots. I don't know why. I just really like spots. Okay. So I'm just going to whack that on there so that they can stay together. Okay. Right, so essentially that's done. I've got my little piece. Now, I have prepared one earlier, but I will show you how I did it. So I've got a bottle that I've stamped with the Parakeet Party straight onto my piece of Parakeet Party, and then I've punched it out. And the punch works perfectly. So I'm just going to do another one, just because I can. Parakeet Party. Now, because I don't have a catalogue close by, but I've got all these cards, right? I'm only using what comes in my kit, that I've purchased in my kit. So I'm just going to stick them under there so there's a bit of padding and a bit of cushioning under there, okay? All right. When I punch everything that way, my paper goes in here, and then I can punch and I can see what I'm getting. So I'm just going to wax some ink on here. Make sure I'm leaning on where I want to punch it out. Okay. Now in that stamp set is this little guy. And essentially it's fluid. So let's put some fluid on this one. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp off. Where did my card ended up underneath there somewhere? So I'll just stamp off on the back of that because it's a bit blotchy. Alright, I didn't bring over my my normal spoon. So let's try that again. I haven't used this one. So you can use that as the label, but I'm actually going to use it as a bit of liquid in the bottom. See that? Okay, put that to the side. And then we just punch that out. And that is how we get a bottle. All right, so we've got a bottle for our card. Easy, okay? Easy peasy. So we've got our bottle, and now these can wash in warm soapy water, so I'm just popping them back in here. They have not been cleaned. Okay, I'm going to put my flowers on one side, and because I've only got one punch, I'm going to use the leaves next. All right, so I'll just put them to the side there. On that other half of that piece of card, I'm going to stamp my flowers. I'm thinking I might do these ones in Orchid Oasis, because I did the other ones that I pre-cut in the Sweet Sorbet, but I want to see what these guys look like. If you want to put it on your Stamparatus, this needs shimmying too, with squelching on this one as well. Just clean that up. Know where to put it. Got so much stuff on my table. All right, let's squelch that one down a bit. Okay, that's better. Not sure if you could see that. It goes all dotty on your stamp. And just stamp that like so. It's a bit blotchy. Let's try the other side and see if we get a better image. I still think it's going to be a bit dotty. The ink pads are new, so they're very, very wet. Okay. All right. Oh, I don't think we're in focus. What's going on here? Someone tell me, are we in focus? Let's go in and go back out. I'm hoping it's in focus. It's in focus on my phone from what I can see, but it doesn't look like it's in focus on the computer for you guys. Does someone want to let me know? All right, so that's pretty good. Could be better, but I think it's because they're so wet. Okay, so I'll just put this one. Look, that one didn't come out. That's why, because I'm not using my foam mat. So let's pick. Whoops. Okay, so let's pick. I actually think that side's better. I'm still sort of on my little tiny space here. Okay. Oh, I should have stamped my insides. Okay, we'll come back to that. Now I need my green colour again because I need to put some leaves on here. And this stamp, there's a few key bits where you can line it up, and they're essentially the little innards of the flowers. So you've got to hold your tongue right, okay? And see what happens. This is about how it comes. Not bad. Not as good as I would have liked, but not bad. All right, so that's okay. So what I'll do now, that's going to be my innard and my envelope. So I'll do those just before I put this ink away. Okay. And the more I do it, the better the stamp's getting. Okay, take that one off. So we're going to clean it in soap and water after, because everybody's got that at home. It's just a little bit of warm soapy water to do the job. You've got to be aware that you get ink on your fingers when you're playing with it. Okay, so now, because I've done it that way, I have to line up. All right, I'll tell you now, it's easy to line up in the other direction. Okay, so do your flowers first. Okay, so not as good as I would have liked, but it still looks really pretty. And I love how this colour dries. Okay, so that's my big flower there in the middle. I've got a couple of little ones. Right. That's my inside done. There are extra stems and stuff that you can put in there. So what's that saying? Overflowing with happiness, sending. I'm going to put sending cheer on it, because then I can put a happy birthday. I can essentially put anything I like in there. Okay, so I'll just close that up. And that one. Now, what I did earlier was using my snips, because our snips are really good. I fussy cut one. It's the wrong colour for this card, but that's okay. And fussy cutting does not have to be a difficult thing. It's just a matter of getting, these are the best snips ever, I will tell you now. I've got some for ribbon and some for paper, because these used to be ribbon, they're now paper ones, because they're so sharp, but the paper blunts them. Once someone uses your scissors on paper, that's it, they become paper scissors. So my ribbon ones, I actually keep them away because I don't want them used on paper. So that's why I added these, because you can, there's only a punch for the big bottle, the big tall bottle. There's not a punch for the little one, and there isn't a punch. So there isn't a punch for any of the other bits, like so the flowers and stuff like that. So you can fussy cut. Well, I call it fussy cutting because I'm fussy cutting around the edge in a fussy like manner, and I'm leaving like a little edge around it, like you would if you were cutting with dies. But you'll notice I'm moving the paper rather than the scissors. The scissors are slowly closing, but I'm moving the paper around because you get a better cut. You get a smoother cut. It doesn't end up all jerky and pointy, for want of a better way of putting it. All right. Oops, went a bit away there. And this is what's going on the dimensionals. Okay. That's pretty. That's trash. Okay, so let's pull this pile out from underneath here and grab out the green one. Okay, make sure it's up the right way. Oops. So I'll just pop the inside in. You know, it's funny, when I joined, everything I purchased was of warm autumn tones. So my first colours I purchased were Old Olive and Pumpkin Pie and our old chocolate chip. I never thought I'd stay a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I thought I'd just buy the things I wanted, and, you know, natural attrition, I'd fall off when time came. But it's proven very easy to stay because there's so much nice stuff. And yes, I'd buy a lot of stuff for, I have a few customers, but essentially the majority of the things I'm buying for me, because I like to play with them and they make me happy. And that is important. I like doing this. I love it when people tell me that they like my cards. I love it when, if you wanted to, you could stamp all over the back here. You could do lots of things. But I'm just doing some simple stamping, some simple cutting with the things that I showed you. So I love that it doesn't need to be, all cards are different. They don't need to be perfect. They don't need to be, there's no mistakes, because the person they're giving to doesn't know that it was going to look different when it was in your head. So, you know, it's just one of those things. My bottle's going to go on here, and my flowers are going to go on here. So that is why I will send you a packet of dimensionals, because I think you need dimensionals, and I could not stretch the budget for that $235 worth of product any further. But you've got a neat trimmer, you've got some great adhesive. I'm using 4 dimensionals under here. Quite frequently I use more, but that's okay. You've got twine that goes with every colour. You've got glue, so you can glue what needs to go on. And this is why you're going to use your dots. Now that's a new packet. I'm just going to grab my open packet, which doesn't want to be found. I'm looking for my open packet here. Found it. Oops. So don't pull the long extra strangly bit of paper off. Someone did it for me the other day. Now I've got all these dots. I don't know if you can see them all around the outside edge. So I'm having to keep it away from everything. So I'm going to use those. What am I going to use those for? Well, this, I'm thinking I might put, that's all the way down the bottom, a ribbon that goes with my flowers. What do you reckon? Not my jar. Okay. Now, normally I'll tie them around things and whatnot, but today I'm just going to do a basic ribbon, a basic bow. Okay, so I just straightened it a little bit because otherwise it tries to curl on itself. And it's just a basic bow. And pull it a little bit tight so that my bow ears are not like super duper giant, because they don't need to be. Cut off my straggly end. Okay, now glue dot. This one here. Put your bow, I've put my knot at the bottom of my glue dot. And the reason why I did that is because I want my bow to stick up a little bit. So I'm actually going to roll my glue dot over. So it makes my glue dot a bit fatter. Okay? And that's going to go on the neck of my bottle. Okay? So I'll glue my bottle on. If you had rhinestones or anything else like that, oh, wrong glue, that's the new one, you could add them, but I didn't add them to the kit because the budget couldn't be extended. It's a really nice stamp set. You can send, it's got sending cheer, let's get into the spirit, sending a little message, and then it has wine not, which I rather like. Oh, I hadn't glued that down. That's fine. So I'm just going to put that a little bit over to that side. Just give it that's why I like this glue. You can shove your piece around a bit to make sure it's straight. Okay. And put a bit of glue on there. And now pop that there. Got to hold your tongue right when you pop it on so it stays square. And then here we have our flowers that are going to go on the top. Now, there's so many different things that I've seen. I've seen lots of people that are sharing cards. I want my petals. I want my bow a little bit down. Okay. Looking good. How's that? What do we all think? So, we could make 40 of those cards because we've got 40 envelopes to stick them in. You can sending cheer to 40 different people with our joining special. If you're watching this on replay, please make sure that on YouTube, please make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you can see anything else when I share it. If you're watching me on live today, thanks for joining me. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing from everybody to see, like, what's your story? Why do you love Stampin' Up products? Why are you starting to watch these videos? Alright, that's it from me today. Hopefully you've all enjoyed my little card. Nice and easy, great way to start stamping, and I'll add some links to the post and all of that sort of stuff for you, and you'll be able to hit the join now button, or you'll be able to hit a let's go shopping button. The choice is yours. See you later.